fitness trainer. Today is Motivation Day, and I wanted to tell you that you can be successful with your weight loss efforts. I mean that you can be successful, and it's just something you have to put certain principles into practice in order to make that happen. So one of the first ones are you have to surround yourself with positive people. You can't let yourself be influenced by negative people. And we all have that. There are a lot of negative people in the world, and they're going to be people who are going to tell you that you can't do it. They're going to try to make you doubt yourself. So, what do successful people all have in common? And the thing that successful people all have in common is they surround themselves with positive people. So, if you have any friends or otherwise, or people that influence you with your negative thinking, you need to be nice to them, but you need to not make good company with them because they're going to affect the way you think about yourself. And in one of my other motivation videos, I was talking about that positive self-talk. And they've done a lot of studies on that, and they found that your brain cells do communicate with the cells of your body. And the things that you say about yourself do have a powerful effect on your body. So you want to, as I mentioned before, is you want to start saying positive things about yourself. And now before you start actually feeling positive, especially when you're not used to it, you might not feel positive, but you still want to state and say those positive things about yourself. And after a while, it'll take some time, your mind will start connecting with those positive statements, and your mind will actually start believing it. So initially, you're not going to believe it, but you want to start saying those positive statements because what you're trying to do is feed your mind with the positive. And you want to counteract any negative statements that have been said about you. And the other thing is, I would say this story about me. Many years ago, I worked for an insurance company for about 5 years, and I worked with the best group of people. I mean, they were all so positive. And at that time, I think I was struggling a bit with some things that were said about me in my life. And, I had some of that negative thinking going on. And these people were all so positive. And the one thing I did learn, that's sort of how I got involved in liking positive quotes. Because they would have different positive quotes that would be posted up on different places on the wall. These positive statements. And the other thing was, this might sound silly to you, but it really is true. They told us not to watch the news a lot, especially if it's negative. And it's good to keep up on current events and know what's going on in the world, but if you watch too much news on a regular basis that's very negative, it's going to affect the way that you think. It's going to get you feeling depressed, and it's going to get you discouraged. So while I like to know what's going on in the world, I do limit my news because I noticed that if I listen to too much of it, I actually feel depressed afterward. And it's not going to help you in life for whatever you want to be successful with. And if it's actually something real main event you need to know about on the news, I guarantee you somebody's going to tell you about it. So just limit that a bit. And again, surround yourself with positive people and start making positive statements about yourself. As I mentioned before, like, I'm going to lose weight. I am going to be successful. I can do it. I'm motivated. And start filling your head and start making those positive statements about yourself. And it'll take a little bit of time, but will start influencing the way that you're thinking. And How you think about yourself is what you will become and what you will be. So, I have a quote for you, and my quote is, "The thing about failure is you never knew how close you were to success." So that means keep going. Because another thing positive people and successful people have in common is they don't ever give up. They keep going. And then that's my second quote. This is one by Winston Churchill. And he says, "Never, never, never give up." So with that said, take that to heart and just keep going, because I know you can do it. So until next time, ta-ta!